We just closed one too with another young couple. And I mean, we went out there. They could not wait to see the under contract sign on the house. And once they did, the other realtor texted me. So we ran out there and we took pictures in front of it. And, it was a good reminder of how real estate can change your life and how accomplished they felt. Like, they're like, we did this, and they kept thanking me. And I said, no, I helped with a little bit part of the process, but you need to really give yourself some grace and give yourself some credit. You couldn't have done this if you wouldn't have made the decisions, first of all, to act, but second of all, to really get yourself in a position to do it. It was great. I do love that, Shannon. That's awesome.
Well, like I said, so much of this is transactional for us. We're doing a lot of just background stuff all the time. But when you actually get the emotions in there of somebody who's really seeing something life-changing, this is going to be their biggest wealth builder. This is going to be where they're going to spend Christmases, bring their new babies home to, that gives you different feels than a big commission check or, I made top sales or anything like that. That's always the best feeling.
Yeah.
It's just feeling like you changed somebody.
Yeah.
I like that.
I love that. Okay, let's go to the dark side.
Oh,
come on.
There's so many things I hate. No, I'm just kidding.
Opposite of me. You're like, actually.
I'm going to look over here at the wall for a little while.
Yeah. Those 11:30 night calls. Do you have a few minutes?
Yeah, you have a few. That's always my line with Shannon. You got a few minutes.
Ben does love to send emails at like midnight, but then I just respond at 5 a.m.
Yeah, that's right.
Right. I don't. I can't. I wish I could be like that. I wish I could just put it off and say, no, not right now.
Yeah.
I don't. I see it and go, I got to do this right now.
Right now. Dang it, Lyons.
Do not disturb, Shannon.
Yeah.
You got to use it.
Yeah. So I actually had an interesting question this week. Somebody asked me, how do you deal with conflict? And I said, well, I avoid it if I can. If it's not mine to have, I don't get my nose in it. But if it's not, which is usually a big part of our job, is conflict. And, that I think there's a lot of satisfaction in finding two people that are on opposite sides, finding a path forward, and that feels really good. But a lot of time, I think that's really what I hate about our job is conflict. Either, you have conflict with a realtor on the other side who sees things differently, or you have conflict with your own customer or conflict between your customer and the other party. That never feels good. I don't like that. I don't like when people feel like they're not getting the best. And let's face it, that happens a lot in our industry. Yeah. People have to compromise to make these things happen. And I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I wish I didn't have to deal with that aspect of it.
Well, sometimes you just feel like you're fighting on every front. It really, you have to go and you have to set up a proper expectation with your seller. Mm-hmm. And so then there may be a fight there, or not really a fight, but a disagreement on, like, look, you have to be here to be where the market is, and their expectations are very different. So there's that battle there going on.
Yeah.
And then you're out and you're battling the market, and you're trying to market this property, and you're getting the feedback, and then you get a buyer on the line that may be working with another realtor. Maybe that realtor is cantankerous, or those buyers are cantankerous, and you're fighting on that front. And then you happen to get a deal together, and then there's some issue that pops up with the title company, and they can't get a payoff, that then you're fighting on that front. And it just seems, so is that kind of the core of what you're going to do? You feel like you're kind of battling on all levels sometimes?
Sometimes you feel like that. You feel like you're just walking out there, like, like just fighting off so much stuff. And some deals come together pretty easy, and everybody's reasonable and everybody has a clear head. And then some of them, you just get those deals that just leave a really bad taste in your mouth, and you feel like, gosh, I did everything I could for them. And they might be happy in the end, but I hated the way that felt. Like I hated the way that, that played out, or I wish they didn't have to pay for that they ended up paying for. Or I wish I don't know. I think I beat myself up a little bit too much sometimes on that stuff because it is just part of the transaction. But I don't like that aspect of the job. I always want everybody to be happy. And of course, I want everybody to end feeling like we're superheroes and they're happy with everything. And I think for the most part, people do.